Welcome to this video on viral diseases designed to help you with your GCSE Biology revision. We'll explore what viruses are, how they spread, and cover key examples like measles, HIV, and the tobacco mosaic virus. First, what exactly are viruses? They are pathogens, which are microorganisms that cause disease. Unlike bacteria, viruses are not living cells. Instead, they are tiny particles of genetic material inside a protein coat. They are much smaller than bacteria, require a host to reproduce, and cannot be treated with antibiotics. How do viruses reproduce? This is a crucial concept for your exam. Remember that viruses can only replicate inside living cells. They are incapable of reproducing on their own. The viral reproduction cycle involves 4 main stages. The virus attaches to a cell, injects its genome, replicates inside, and finally, the cell bursts. This process hijacks the cell's machinery to create thousands of new virus particles, eventually destroying the host cell. Viruses damage the body in 3 main ways: by destroying cells when they burst, by damaging tissues and organs through this cell loss, and through the body's own immune response, which can cause symptoms like fever. Next, we'll look at Chapter 1, Measles. This is a highly contagious viral disease and a vital topic for your GCSE Biology exam. Measles is a highly infectious viral disease that mainly affects children. While vaccination has significantly reduced cases in the UK, outbreaks still occur when vaccination rates drop. Prevention is primarily through the MMR vaccine. How does measles spread? It travels through respiratory droplets from coughing or sneezing, which can stay in the air for 2 hours. It is extremely contagious and can also be spread by touching contaminated surfaces. Measles symptoms progress over days. In the first few days, expect fever, cough, and runny nose. By days 3 to 5, a characteristic red-brown rash appears. Remember for your exam, the 2 key symptoms are fever and a red skin rash. Measles can lead to serious, life-threatening complications, especially in vulnerable groups. These include pneumonia, encephalitis, which is brain swelling, permanent vision loss, and hearing loss. To prevent measles, the MMR vaccine is essential. Reaching a 95% herd immunity threshold is crucial to stop outbreaks and protect those who cannot be vaccinated. Here is your exam checklist for measles. It's caused by a virus, spreads via airborne droplets, presents with fever and rash, and is prevented by the MMR vaccine. Remember, antibiotics will not help against this viral infection. Moving to Chapter 2, HIV and AIDS. Understanding how this virus impacts the immune system is a critical part of your biology studies. HIV stands for Human Immunodeficiency Virus. It is a retrovirus that destroys immune cells, leaving the body unable to fight off infections. Without treatment, this can lead to the life-threatening condition known as AIDS. HIV specifically targets T helper lymphocytes. As the virus enters, attaches, reproduces, and kills these cells, the immune count falls, making the body highly vulnerable to disease. HIV progresses through 3 distinct stages. First, the initial infection, which may cause flu-like symptoms. Second, a chronic phase where the virus is active but reproduces at lower levels, sometimes lasting a decade. Finally, Stage 3, AIDS, where the immune system is severely damaged. AIDS, or acquired immune deficiency syndrome, is the final stage of HIV. A weakened immune system makes individuals vulnerable to opportunistic infections, like pneumonia, that a healthy body could easily fight. However, modern treatment means that many people with HIV never develop AIDS. HIV spreads through the exchange of certain body fluids. It is important to remember it does not spread through casual contact. The primary routes are asexual contact, exposure to contaminated blood through sharing needles, and transmission from mother to child. We can significantly reduce the risk of transmission. Key strategies include using condoms, never sharing needles, undergoing regular testing, and, very importantly, using antiretroviral treatment. Effective treatment keeps viral loads so low that the virus cannot be transmitted, known as U=U. Antiretroviral drugs are essential for controlling HIV. While they don't cure the virus, they prevent it from replicating, allowing the immune system to recover. Patients take a combination, known as ART, for life to maintain long-term health and prevent progression to AIDS. For your exam, remember this checklist. HIV is a virus attacking T helper cells. It spreads via specific body fluids. Late-stage HIV is called AIDS, and antiretroviral drugs effectively manage the condition. Don't confuse the virus HIV with the final stage condition, AIDS. Now let's turn to Chapter 3, tobacco mosaic virus. This is a common viral disease that affects plants and is an important, though sometimes overlooked, topic for your exam. Tobacco mosaic virus, or TMV, is a widespread plant pathogen. Despite its name, it infects many species, including tomatoes and peppers. It was the first virus ever discovered in 1898. It has no cure, meaning prevention is vital. The most recognizable symptom of TMV is the mosaic pattern on leaves. It appears as irregular patches of light green, yellow, and dark green. This distinct appearance is how the virus got its name. How does TMV impact a plant? It damages chloroplasts, which reduces the plant's ability to photosynthesize. With less chlorophyll, the plant produces less glucose, which leads to stunted growth and reduced crop yields. Understanding the link to photosynthesis is key for higher marks. Remember the chain. TMV damages chloroplasts, causing a drop in chlorophyll, which leads to the mosaic pattern. This reduces photosynthesis, leaving the plant with less energy for growth. TMV spreads through direct contact, such as gardeners touching an infected plant and then a healthy one. It is also carried by sap-sucking insects like aphids and can persist in soil and plant debris long after an infected plant is removed. Since there is no cure for TMV, management focuses on prevention. Control measures include removing infected plants immediately, washing hands and sterilizing tools before handling healthy plants, and controlling insect populations that act as vectors. Here is your TMV exam summary. It's a plant virus that causes a mosaic leaf pattern. This leads to reduced photosynthesis and stunted growth. Because there is no cure, focus your answers on removing infected plants and maintaining good hygiene to prevent spread. To wrap up, review this comparison table. It highlights the differences between measles, HIV, and TMV, covering their hosts, modes of transmission, key symptoms, and management strategies. Use this as a final revision tool to keep these 3 viral diseases straight. This key exam concept reminds us that viruses can only reproduce inside living cells. They are not alive themselves, meaning they rely on hijacking the host cell's machinery. This is why antibiotics, which target bacteria, are ineffective against viral infections. Remember to distinguish between viruses and bacteria. A classic mistake is suggesting antibiotics treat viruses. Viruses are not cells and are significantly smaller than bacteria. They require a host cell to replicate. Always remember that antibiotics target bacterial structures, not viruses. The immune system responds to viruses in 4 stages: detecting antigens, producing specific antibodies via lymphocytes, engulfing the virus through phagocytosis, and finally, creating memory cells for a faster future response. Vaccination is a powerful tool. By introducing antigens, the body creates antibodies and memory cells without the risk of disease. If the actual pathogen is later encountered, the immune system responds rapidly to prevent illness. Herd immunity protects communities by ensuring a high percentage of people are immune, which limits the spread of disease. This is particularly vital for protecting vulnerable individuals who cannot be vaccinated themselves. Avoid these common exam pitfalls. Antibiotics do not treat viruses. HIV and AIDS are distinct. Viruses cannot replicate independently, and TMV affects many plant species, not just tobacco plants. Precision in your terminology will gain you those extra marks. Pay close attention to command words. State requires a brief fact. Describe needs an account of events. Explain demands reasons, like using the word because. And compare asks you to identify similarities and differences between topics. Here are some practice questions covering transmission, the impact of HIV, how TMV affects photosynthesis, and the viral reproductive cycle. These represent the types of questions you should be prepared to answer. These model answers show the specific points examiners look for. For example, when answering about TMV, emphasize how reduced chlorophyll leads to less photosynthesis, which directly impacts the plant's growth. To summarize, viruses are pathogens that require host cells to reproduce. Remember the specific traits of measles, HIV, and TMV, and apply this knowledge to explain their impact and control. Good luck with your exam preparation.